All right, in this video, I just want to clarify one of my statements, which I think is sometimes being taken out of context. And that is the phrase that I use, nice guys don't last, or you cannot survive in today's world by being nice. Now, the problem is, sometimes when you give a statement like this, like, nice guys don't last, or you should not be nice, people, the way they translate this is left to anyone's imagination. Now, the problem is, because I said don't be nice, that doesn't mean you become like an Andrew Tate and, fuck those bitches, we have to put them in their places, just have sex with everyone and dump them. The problem is you are either going this extreme or then you move to the utmost other extreme. There should be a balance. And I think the biggest thing which most of you lack is the ability to use common sense, critical thinking, and just like think like a human being. Yeah. See, look, what do I mean by being a nice guy and not being a nice guy? By that, I mean being like gullible, like trusting everyone, giving money, giving a loan and saying, yeah, you'll pay me back later, or falling in love with someone and giving them, empowering them with control over your life, or sharing your secrets to someone because they're your friend. See, what happens is when someone is nice to you, everything is, hunky dory and goody. But then if tomorrow your relationship goes sour, or, it goes south, the person you gave your secrets to can use it against you. The woman who you married and, you didn't sign a prenuptial, or you just totally trusted her, she will take you to court, and especially in India, and, she can demand extraordinary sums of money, and she can claim, he tried to rape me, beat me, this and that. When people have to be bad, they can really be very bad. Or for that matter, you give someone money for a loan. I can tell you, in throughout my life, whomsoever I lent money, I never got it back. Now, who's to blame for this? I'm to blame. Why? Because I made a decision, I gave them the money, and it was stupid of me to expect it back. Okay, I'm not saying every human being is bad. Maybe one, I can't even remember, if you ask me, if someone gave back, great, I got lucky. But now, let's go to the extreme opposite. I give you an example of, okay, I give someone money. So does that mean that if, suppose, let's say, I have good amount of money in my wallet, let's say, and there is a small child, or there's a woman, maybe she's faking it, but she is just asking money for a sandwich or a juice just to drink. She's thirsty, she's poor. Now over there, if I were to go extreme, don't be nice. Go fuck yourself. Go work, man. What the hell? That's not the way. There are these guys who do the delivery for my. I order from from eBay, Shopee, Amazon, and these drivers, they come down, and it's hot and they're sweating, and I there is no need for me to give a tip. Okay, it's not like USA, you must give a tip, and these guys will never ask for a tip. And when you are buying from Shopee, or when you are buying online, we generally, literally, as human nature, we look at even, like $1, $5 difference. Okay. And we feel, oh, yes, it's like a game. We have achieved, oh, I got $5 less. But when this guy comes to deliver it, I can choose to either say, I saved $5. If I give it to him, then, my benefit is zero. So I'll not give him anything. Or I can think about it and say, I saved $5 from here. For me, $5 is just a small thing. But for him, it's a very big thing. Let me give it to him. Or I can even think, if I give him $5, he'll buy a cigarette, or he'll buy alcohol, or he might go to a prostitute. He can think anything. So I have a choice. One is I take, a very, I don't know, not frugal, being a stingy person, not give anything at all. Second one is, let's just give it, forget it. It's no big deal. Or third one is, I take the moral high ground. What is he going to buy? Okay, I'll buy a juice and give him a juice. Okay. So you can choose which one you like. You can choose. Or you can even be the type who will say, I'll give him a tip so that he'll be extra nice to me. Fine, whatever it is. But you choose which of the options is applicable to you. And why I'm telling you this is, just because someone tells you don't be nice, that doesn't mean you treat the guy like shit, or don't give him anything and you try to save. Or let's say I say be frugal, save, every penny counts. Now you can literally take it to the extreme whereby that poor guy who did the delivery, you don't pay him anything. You literally, like for example, I talk of having a low maintenance wife. Okay. Now, there are some idiots online, absolute idiots, who say, I will pay her only X amount of money. She has to live within this. I'll not buy a single thing more than this. And they assume that this is me. And they think, if I say that, oh, I bought her a gift, hey, Loy, you're a simp, man. You're being too soft on her. Put her in a place. These are various options. You can choose whether you want be strict with her, at the same time be nice, or you can be a person who says, I totally trust her, let her spend how much ever she wants, which I've done. Okay. And I've learned from my mistakes. I've learned that she's not very mature. I need to take responsibility. So I am strict with her. I give her a budget which she has to work on. But that does not mean I don't buy anything beyond the budget. That doesn't mean I never give her anything extra. You know the number of times I've purchased maybe 1 kilo prawns, or a favorite fruit which is overpriced, and sometimes I buy it every alternate day, sometimes I might buy it every day. Why? Because it keeps her happy. Now I can use the logic and say, I'm giving her a substantial amount, she has to manage within this. That is not how a family works. And there are even guys who are single. Loy, you're portraying yourself as an alpha male, you need to put her in a place. And fuck you, man. That is not how human beings work. Tomorrow you get married, you have a child, and let me see you treat them like a dog. You want to be treated with respect, but you want your partner to be treated like a dog, and that is what you call being an alpha male? No, fuck you, man. There are even people who say, Law, your brand, you should not dilute it featuring your daughter. What, am I going to take this brand and go to my grave? If I can see my daughter smile by just being on camera, it's happiness for her. And seeing her happy, as a father, she is my own flesh and blood. I'd feel happy. Seeing my wife and I give her a surprise makes me happy. So please don't take things so extreme, and then just because someone told you something, you start believing it, buying it, or subscribing to it without using common sense. Andrew Tate has his philosophy: treat women like bitches, put them in their place. You can sleep with 200 women, but that girl should only be single and be a virgin. Fine. If that is your mantra, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's you. It's your life. Take it the way you want. You live your life on your principles. However, if that is not what you believe in, if you use little bit of your common sense and you feel, no, it's not right, but I'll still follow him, then you're stupid. See, I have grown, I've evolved with time. People, when I was just 35, I'm 48. When I was just like hardly 10 years ago, I was literally lecturing, even during seminars, not to get married, not to have children. Seriously, don't have children. You're stupid. You're a loser if you have children. Why do you want to have children? Enjoy your life. Don't get married. Be single. You have variety. So many girls. Why did I change? Why did I become this person? Is it because I became a simp? Yeah, maybe you're right. I became a simp. There's a possibility. Or maybe I evolved. There can be a possibility I evolved. There can be a possibility I became mature. There can be a possibility my priorities have changed. There can be a possibility I've realized I'm not superhuman alpha. I also have my limitations. There can be so many possibilities. But I'm being true to myself. I'm being true to myself. I'm not following anyone's template. Yes, I listen to people's advice. Yes, I experimented to see whether it fits my criteria. As long as it did fit, as long as I gained that happiness, I followed the rule. But the day I didn't feel happy anymore, I changed those rules. I was a Christian, I became an atheist. I was a guy who didn't believe in marriage. Now I believe in marriage. I was a guy who didn't want to have children at any cost. Now today I have one baby. There are some people who say I have 2, 3 children. I prefer one. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow, maybe after 5 years, 10 years, maybe I'll say, oh, sheesh, maybe I should have one more kid. I don't know. We all change. Have you been the same when you are 10 years old? No. You change when you're 15. You change when you're 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We all change. We all evolve. You're not the same person you were 10 years ago. You're not the same person you were 5 years ago. In fact, some of you are not the same person that you were 1 year ago. Because we are constantly evolving. We change with times. So there's no one size fits all for everyone. And please, just because some YouTuber, some influencer, someone you admire says something, don't take it as a blanket statement without evaluating, without using your common sense. See, there's a lot of advice I give a lot of people in my WhatsApp groups, or like I might tell them, for example, this is one of the controversial advice. Like I tell people, fine, your passion is great, but that doesn't mean you'll succeed. Like some people want to be a WWE wrestler. Some people want to be like Sachin Tendulkar, a famous cricketer, the number one in the world. Some people want to be a film actor and hold the Oscar. There are people. I've had females who want to be like Oprah. They want to be a billionaire. Not joking. There was one guy who told me that he wants to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He wants to be a legend in bodybuilding. Now, because they pay me money, I have to tell the truth. I have to tell them the truth of what I believe is true. When you become Oprah and become a billionaire, there is a 1% possibility, but there's a 99.99999 that you'll fail. So I have to tell the truth, right? I can't tell him, yeah, sure, you'll be Elon Musk, you'll be Oprah Winfrey, you'll be a trillionaire, billionaire. Yeah. Come on, man. So I tell people sometimes things they don't like. But now, does that mean he has to explicitly believe, Loy told me I cannot do this, so maybe I should never? I'm not saying believe it. I'm not saying even follow it. You paid me for my opinion. I give my opinion. I can be wrong. I'm human. Have there been people who have predicted something and something totally else happened? Yes, 100%. There are people I predict, oh, this guy's a loser. Running a successful business. There are people I predicted, you will not succeed in this company. They have succeeded. So, we are all human. Nobody is God. Nobody can accurately, even people, cryptocurrency experts, even investment experts, even anyone and everyone, we might be right sometimes, we'll be wrong sometimes. Yes, a certain degree of expertise is important. Let's say, for example, a guy who is a garage mechanic, he repairs cars. Because of 20, 30 years experience, he'll be right. If someone has been, let's say, in the investing market, like Warren Buffett, yes, he's not perfect, but he'll be right most of the time because he gave his life, expertise, education, experience, his passion, everything that. Someone who plays music, maybe they can hear something and know what instrument that is. We'll not. People who are wine tasters, people who are, drink wine, they will just taste it and they'll tell you which year it was made, what are the ingredients, which country is it from, what is the alcohol content, just by a taste. Why? Because they gave years. So experience, expertise does matter. Okay? But at the same time, one is be careful who you're taking advice from. Okay? That is number one. Like I've told you, use common sense. Your mother and father, they might love you, but they might not be experts in your chosen field. That's number one. Number two is, if it's an influencer like Andrew Tate and all that, okay, they're giving you real world problems. Okay, the media is controlled by the government. Yeah, there is a LGBTQ agenda. Yeah, all that is true. The problems are real. But that doesn't mean he's the solution to it. He's marketing and selling his services, giving you real problems and then diverting you. Say yes, yes, yes to the problem. And then after he gets your trust and your agreements, he brings you to you. That is wrong. Okay? And last but not the least, the last point is, if someone does give you advice, you take it, study it, evaluate it, but take personal responsibility. It may work, it may not work. Like a doctor will tell you, okay, if you take this medicine, this will happen. Most probably it'll work because of years of experience. But There's always a possibility it may not. Same way, even in sports, there's a chance you'll succeed or not. Business. Like if anyone comes and tells me, Loy, I don't have any experience in business. I'm starting a business for the first time. I'm going to put in all my family savings. Now, according to me, he will fail because he doesn't have any experience in business. But does that mean every person who started a business is a failure? No, there's exceptions to the rule. So I hope this kind of gives you a clear perspective about being nice, not nice, or any advice that I give you. Use a little bit of common sense. That's all I say. Use a little bit of common sense. Use a little bit of critical thinking. Yes, I have 25 years in certain areas of my life. Yes, I have experience in marriage, little bit in terms of certain areas, okay, which make me an expert. But you must take personal responsibility whether you choose to follow it or not. Because if in the end, after you follow what I said, everything works out well, great. But if it does not, remember there are a lot of variables, from the weather to dealing with another human being to life being unpredictable to an accident to so many things. There are other variables. All right. Like, I'll give you one final example. I married a simple girl from Thailand. Simple girl. Okay. From the village. Does that mean if you marry someone from the village, you'll also have the same life? Maybe you'll have better. Who knows? Most probably because she's low maintenance. She is not demanding. She's simple. But does that mean every simple girl from the village is like her? No. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Please use little bit of this gray matter that is between your ears. It'll work a long way off. Good, bad, ugly, feel free. Comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.